Carved deep into the Alps' highest peaks, the physical landscape has had a profound impact on culture in France's Chamonix Valley. Situated at the confluence of the modern frontiers of France, Italy, and Switzerland, for much of its history, Chamonix was an isolated pastoral valley, peripheral to European concerns. A strong local identity developed, including a unique dialect in which Chamonix's distinctive jagged peaks were referred to as aiguilles, or needles. Later, during the Little Ice Age, surging glaciers destroyed farms and terrified residents. Clergy were summoned to exorcise the glacier's demons and hopefully spare further damage. Chamonix entered European consciousness through romantic artists who drew inspiration from these sublime mountainscapes. This gloomy autumn scene shows the famed Mer de Glace, chosen by Mary Shelley as the setting for a chilling encounter between Dr. Frankenstein and the monster. A new perspective on the alpine world was achieved with the first ascent of Mont Blanc in 1786, considered the seminal event in modern mountaineering. Recreational culture for Europe's social elite would soon undergo dramatic changes, while Chamonix transformed into the paradigmatic mountain resort. Early mountaineering was described in terms of conflict with the natural world. Reaching a summit was symbolic of man's conquest over nature, men in particular. Gradually, a common ground was approached. Mountaineers increasingly acknowledged that they encountered an environment beyond their control. They were merely privileged visitors to these inspiring landscapes. Since the establishment of a professional guides bureau in 1821, Chamonix has been at the forefront of mountain craft. Here we see 5 aspirant guides from ENSA, France's leading mountain guide academy. Their snowpack assessment and mountain travel skills apply the detailed environmental knowledge that is necessary for safely navigating such complex, hazardous terrain. Along with such advancements in technique, for generations of climbers, skiers, and other athletes, Chamonix's unforgiving alpine offered the ideal venue to push the limits of their sports. From an alpinist cemetery to this cross on the Aiguille du Tour, numerous monuments corroborate Chamonix's reputation as the death sport capital of the world. An especially evocative reminder of this tragic history is the raven-like choucas, said to be the reincarnation of fallen alpinists. Their playful flight in the alpine wind seems akin to the joyous athleticism of mountaineering, though their mournful attire contrasts with the neon gore-tex of their human counterparts. Today, Chamonix possesses an impressive infrastructure to accommodate mountain tourists. The Aiguille du Midi cable car was an engineering marvel when construction began in the 1940s. It inspired a series of zealous construction projects, highlighted by an aborted scheme to build a train to the glaciated summit of Mont Blanc. Dozens of mountaineering huts scattered throughout the Alpine represent a more modest approach. The 140-bed Refuge Albert Ier is the largest such structure, yet it still manages to elegantly blend into the alpine landscape. The success of local efforts to prohibit heli-skiing in the late 70s, due to conflicts it was creating with self-propelled alpinists, demonstrates the importance of mountaineering to this valley. This ban was soon extended throughout France, an unthinkable policy in contemporary British Columbia, where increasingly massive heli-ski tenures are being granted. Despite its extreme reputation, the majority of Chamonix visitors come as tourists generally do, to relax and enjoy new surroundings. Pierre Bourdieu's notion of landscape consumption seems an especially appropriate metaphor here. Tourism development has created an increasingly urban valley bottom. A major trans-European highway has exacerbated air pollution in the deep valley, while high-priced real estate is increasingly running into zones of acknowledged avalanche risk. Moreover, the challenges of urbanization in the mountains are already being compounded by climate change. In spite of such ongoing challenges, for centuries, Chamonix residents have altered the landscape in ways that contribute to its unique charms. Such persistent efforts speak to their desire to thrive in this awe-inspiring environment that for so long was feared as forbidden, even cursed. In such a place where overwhelming beauty coexists with unrelenting tragedy, the physical landscape can leave an inescapable imprint on the psyche. To this day, residents and visitors alike are drawn to Chamonix's peaks and glaciers to immerse themselves in natural surroundings far greater than themselves.